am a coupon book lady. I
Yeah.
think I've made them for the kids since I can even remember.
Aw.
Good for a back rub or good for a couple extra bedtime stories when they were really little,
Yeah.
and just for them to then, can I turn in my coupon today? And
Yes.
so I think from young to old, you could probably make some fun, your favorite dinner tonight.
Yeah.
And then you're thinking, oh, shoot, I don't really want to cook, but they turned in the coupon.
Right. I love that idea. That's really, really sweet. And kind of what fits within that for the acts of kindness, it reminds me of when we lived in our previous neighborhood. There was a older couple that lived beside us and their kids had grown and gone and they had some health things going on. And so we kind of adopted them in the wintertime as their driveway is our driveway, and when it snows, we're going to clear their driveway. And they were just so appreciative, and didn't expect it. And it made us feel good. It made them feel good. And it cost nothing but time and a little elbow grease.
Welcome to Redesigning Health and Home. I'm Meg.
And I'm Kerri. We love creating beautiful, functional spaces and living healthy, vibrant lives. So join us as we chat about simple, practical ways to take care of your body, mind, and your home. Whether it's fitness tips, home decor ideas, or navigating those big life moments, we're here to share what works for us and what doesn't, with some encouragement along the way.
Let's redesign this life together, one step, one room, and one habit at a time. Hi, Redesigning Health and Home. It is Meg and Kerri, and we are here today for a really fun, relaxed holiday episode. It's that time we're going to talk about fun holiday movies, things you can do for neighbors and friends that really don't cost anything, maybe some fun music that we like to listen to, all the good, cozy things when you just have a little bit of time and you want to feel that holiday buzz or warmth. We're going to share it with you, and hopefully maybe you have some of these same ones too. How about you, Kerri? How are you?
I'm really great, Meg. And I actually think this is awesome because to me, this is the spirit of the season, right? Is the fun and the laughing and the warm moments and the sweet memories. So I'm looking forward to talking about this with you today.
Well, just when you said that, I got a little chill on my skin, like a little goosebumps,
Right?
because it is a magical time. And sometimes we don't have to go to the store or have to open that pocketbook. Do people even call it pocketbooks anymore?
I think that's fine.
I'm dating myself. I'm sorry, Redesigning Health and Home. Or
Right.
just pull out that credit card. I guess that's what it would be
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Or feel all crazy and stressed about having to make things perfect, right? Because that's not
Exactly.
where the magical moments usually lie. So,
That is for sure. So Kerri and I are just going to kind of go random between movies and music and homemade gifts, acts of kindness, however it comes at you. But Kerri, tell me something that you like to do, maybe for a neighbor or a friend that brings you warmth as much as it probably does for them.
yeah, so I'm not a super hardcore cookie baker or anything like that, but a little idea that I recently saw and I thought, oh, that's really sweet. It's not difficult, and I think it would be meaningful is just to show up at a friend or neighbor's house with one of those takeout coffee carriers with a cup of, I don't know, hot chocolate, maybe a mocha latte or something in one of the holes, maybe a cookie in another, and or
Cute.
little flowers or something, fill the holes with whatever and just give it as a complete surprise gift. And that could almost happen anytime after Thanksgiving. It doesn't have to be right on the holidays. So just something to surprise somebody with a little cozy warmth. Hey, I was thinking of you. I thought that was a sweet one.
I want you knocking on my door.
Okay, I'm on my way. The coffee might be cold by the time I
The
get to
coffee
you.
might be cold, but hey, I could heat it up and get a nice smile. And
True.
how sweet is that?
I thought so too, right?
I
Super
like that
sweet.
one very much. Well, I guess along the same line, I am a coupon book lady.
Okay.
Or even just one coupon. I
Yeah.
think I've made them for the kids since I can even remember.
Aw.
Good for a back rub or good for a couple extra bedtime stories when they were really little,
Yes.
and just for them to then, "I can I turn in my coupon today?" And
Yes.
so I think from young to old, you could probably make some fun, your favorite dinner tonight.
Yeah.
And then you're thinking, "Oh, shoot, I don't really wanna cook," but they turned in the coupon.
Right. I love that idea. That's really, really sweet. And kind of what fits within that for the acts of kindness, it reminds me of when we lived in our previous neighborhood to this one. There was a older couple that lived beside us and their kids had grown and gone and they had some health things going on. And so we kind of adopted them in the wintertime as their driveway is our driveway, and when it snows, we're gonna clear their driveway, and they were just so appreciative, and didn't expect it, and it made us feel good, it made them feel good, and it cost nothing but time and a little elbow grease, so that was just something as simple as that, is
That's the best gift ever. That is the best gift. Yes, I would if I had our snowblower, I would just go down the whole block,
Yeah,
just why not just keep going?
exactly.
So,
Because you never know, there might be a single mom who doesn't have a snowblower or, anyone, so why not? Why not?
why not? And it is such a gift. You hear that
It is.
snowblower and you think, "Oh, is someone doing my someone
Right,
doing my yard?" Or, not
right.
the yard, but
Yeah.
I love that one so much. And on top of that, have you ever walked down the sidewalk? I don't know, depending on weather and snow, but have you seen people write some sweet
Oh
notes?
no, I haven't.
Well, hey, get out that chalk and
Really?
smile, or it's a good day, if
Yeah.
it hasn't snowed yet. And then when the snow comes and the rain comes, it just gets washed away anyway. So
Sure.
maybe
Yeah.
some fun sidewalk chalk art.
Yeah, or a little paper sign on the front door. It could be anything. And how cute would that be for your kids to do on a day that they're bored or a snow day to go and bless some of your neighbors with a little sweet picture on their window, right? That would be really
Absolutely right. I
yes.
like it.
And I was also thinking about other acts of kindness, like I think you actually mentioned when we were talking about this, exchanging babysitting with someone or walking somebody's pet, especially if it's somebody who's having a hard time getting out or, whatever kind of gift you feel you can give is perfect, right? Like
Yes.
whatever it is. Yeah.
I have that too, thinking about a skill share. I mean, you could come over and decorate my sofa, and you and I can do a little workout together. So,
Right.
skill
Yeah.
shares are so great if you can do a swap, or it doesn't even have to be a swap, walk the dog for somebody or
Sure.
babysit.
Yeah.
Amazing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think there's probably no end to the ideas you could come up with. With a little research online, you could probably find lots of great ideas that way. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Well, it kind of reminds me, we were talking about homemade gifts. So my husband is a woodworker. And a skill like that, or if you crochet or you knit or you really enjoy baking or cooking, all of those things are easily turned into a lovely gift. My husband, he makes pens and fishing nets and all kinds of great things. And yes, it takes some effort, but what a gift. People are always so surprised and thankful because they know, the time and effort that went into it
The
too.
time and effort for sure. Well, and your husband's a very talented woodworker.
He does make nice things for sure, yeah.
Yes, yes, I like that one very much, and it is a true gift when you get something like that.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
agree, yeah.
One that I was thinking about, and I did this for the kids when they were away at school,
Uh-huh.
is open when envelopes. Have you heard of
Ooh,
those?
I can imagine, but tell me more.
Well, you really just need paper and envelopes and a pen,
Uh-huh,
and if you're living alone or you are hard at work at school or even hard at work and at work, you have a stack of open
uh-huh.
when you're sad, open when you've had a hard day, open when you are feeling stressed. And it just says you're doing great or some sort of pick me up note.
I love
And
that.
how nice would that be to open that? It's like, "Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I can't wait to crack open to this stack of envelopes that someone's thinking about me with this little note."
Yes, well, you remind me, actually, I think one of Jordan's friends did that for her, as a gift to Jordan, and it was super sweet. I think it's when we had moved, actually, and the girl sent this stack of envelopes for Jordan to open, and it was very sweet. Or even just a little jar with slips of paper. I know my kids have done that with their dad, and you pull out a slip of paper and it could be a funny joke, or it could be words of
Yeah.
encouragement. And like you said, it costs nothing, a piece of paper and, a little time. So that's a
Yeah.
super sweet one. I love that too. Or how about a compliments journal, or writing in there what you've noticed someone in your family or a friend has accomplished in this past year of 2025 with some photos. Those heartfelt gifts are just so extra special. So I like that.
Yes. Very nice. Now I'm going to almost slide into music here, but
Okay.
before, do you remember, have you ever been given a mixtape?
Oh, yes. Yes. We still have some in the basement.
Really? Well, now the mixtapes have evolved into playlists on Spotify or Amazon Music. You can make a
Yeah.
community, and that would be kind of fun, especially if you really know that person. I mean,
Yeah.
our fun Katie, she sends this in the recipes and always comments. She always says when she's walking, she listens to the 80s music. And I know her music because we went to high school together, and I can
Sure.
hear the music, and she will tell me this one song always reminds me of you.
Aw.
So just to put together a few songs that would just make someone smile because
Yes.
they know you,
Yes.
you
Yeah, that's
know?
really cute. Yeah, I love that. So Jordan and my husband both play guitar, and Jordan likes to sing. And so they do like to do that together. That's another nice activity that, you could do at home, cozy around the fire with a little hot chocolate. Is just doesn't matter if you don't sound like the best singer ever, just, enjoying some singing. Play the spoons if that makes you happy, right? I remember when my husband and I first started dating, he said, "Do you sing?" And I said, "No, not well." And he said, "Do you play any instruments?" And I said, the radio." I thought it was very funny. And so, yeah, sometimes opposites attract, which in our case around music is very true.
Oh, that's fun. That is fun. Yeah, playing the spoons. That would work. That would work, and the playing the radio works too.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, do you have a favorite holiday movie?
I love Elf. I think it's so funny. My husband loves Christmas Vacation.
Yes,
It's
those
a
2 are on my list. I
real
mean,
classics. One of my favorites is Elf. It's just so funny. When he runs and jumps on the tree and it falls over, like, come on. Like, it's physical comedy. It's so goofy, and I just love it. I think it's hilarious. And when he's like, "Santa's here!" And it's
it is
so
the
cute.
best. I think we have watched there has not been a holiday season we have not watched Elf.
Yes, yes,
I
so
mean,
good.
it's just warm and cute and full of that Christmas spirit,
Yes, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And Elf is so naive, and that's what's great, right? It's the
That
little
is what's great.
Yeah, the little
It's
kid
so
in all
fun.
of us. So I love that movie. And then Grinch was always a huge favorite when the girls were little. We had to watch How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Now, did you like the live action one with Jim Carrey or the cartoon one?
The cartoon.
Okay,
The
okay,
cartoon one, yeah, the cartoon one.
good.
And then my husband loves Christmas Vacation. He
It's a
loves
good one.
it's so
There's a Yes, Christmas Vacation, if that one is on, just if we turn I'm not changing the channel. I'm gonna
Right.
watch it
You're gonna watch it.
because there are just too many great moments in that
Yes.
movie.
It's pretty funny.
It's a great one,
How
yes.
about you? Do you have any favorites?
Well, yeah, I tried to think of kind of a little more current ones.
Mhm.
There's 2. Love Actually, that one scene
Oh,
that we just all learn, you know which scene I'm talking about.
you better refresh my memory. There's a few of them in that movie.
Okay. Well, when she doesn't get the gift she thought she was getting.
Hmm. We don't want to be a spoiler alert, but yes.
Right. But then she goes in and says, "You gotta pucker up, Buttercup,
Hmm.
'cause this is about the kids."
Yeah. Yeah.
And wow. Yeah, so go watch that. And then, bum, 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 one of my favorites that the last few years I've had to watch is Fred Claus.
I've never seen that.
Oh
Fred
my
Claus.
Fred Claus with Vince Vaughn.
Oh, Vince is hilarious. I should watch that.
Carrie, you have to watch Fred Claus. There are so many great scenes in that movie. It's one of the it's probably not even considered a newer Christmas movie anymore because it's been around for a while, but Fred Claus is now definitely in the rotation, you know. I do like the classics, you know. That one, the musical Christmas Carol, where they
Mhm.
say, "I'd rather have the oranges."
We actually did. Actually did go to a play
Yeah.
of Christmas Carol. It was very well done. It was cute.
Oh,
It
I'd
was
rather
cute.
have the oranges because the girl says, "I want the dolly in the window," and he wants the oranges.
Oranges.
And the biggest pheasant you can buy. And then they're dancing, singing all about December the 25th, my dear, December the 25th. You need to watch that version.
I guess I do. Yes,
Yes.
I do.
Because there's some music in it too.
Okay. All
And then
right.
he says, "I think I've eaten a rotten potato."
Oh, I do not know this one, Mike. I'm gonna have to add that to my list.
Yeah. Okay.
Or maybe we need to watch these together and then
That
you
would
can
be so
commentate.
nice. We'd have to FaceTime with the movie on in the
I
background.
I think there is that technology. I think we could do it.
Really? Okay. Well, let's do that one because it's good.
Now, Christmas music, oh my gosh. Here's the memory I have of my mom. My mom was a pretty good singer. She wasn't the best singer ever, but she was a pretty good singer. But if the joyful part counted for points, boy, she would have got a lot of points. Because we'd be driving to her family's house, and it was quite a long drive, and she'd just be belting it out with the radio
Oh.
so loud, and it was always so fun. And we grew up in Canada, in kind of a rural area, so it was very dark, right, coming home at
Okay.
night, and very few lights because there's very few houses. So once in a while, you'd see a house with lights. And it was like so magical to see this house with lights. We'd be
Oh.
like, look at the lights, look at the lights, and it might be
Oh.
like another 45 minutes before you saw a house with lights. But it was so exciting. It's like, oh, lights, lights.
That's so fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that makes me want to cry. That's a sweet memory.
Such a sweet memory. And here's another thing I remember about those trips is we would always get home quite late. And it'd be so cold because we grew up in Canada and, it's December and it's dark and it's cold. And so I'd always pretend I was asleep so that my dad would carry me in. Of course, at a certain age, that wasn't, possible anymore. But yeah, I would always, even if I wasn't asleep, I'd pretend I was asleep so my dad would carry me in.
You think he was in on that?
I'm pretty sure he knew.
I love that so much. I
Yes.
love that. Well, speaking of driving, it's funny because we're at Gibbside for Christmas Eve. First, we go to church. So whoever wants to go usually goes. So there's a nice number but then it's, my family and Marianne. And one year, one of the last songs at church was "God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen."
Right.
And I am belting it out like your mom. And I said, "God rest ye Jerry Gentlemen."
Oops.
Well, that's been the biggest joke because I think I sang that so loud. And so every year it's Jerry Mentalman. Whatever. No big deal. But "Joy to the World," oh my gosh, sometimes they'll sing that on
Yes.
Christmas Day and
Mm-hmm.
all of, the sweet, just
Yes.
what is
Silent Night and all.
Silent Night.
Yes, yes, all those great ones. Those
Yeah.
really, really old classics. And yeah, my husband says he thinks that we need some new kind of updated, Christmas music. I
Yeah.
don't know. Have you seen the thing that was going around last year? I've seen it some this year too. The Mariah Carey thing where people just finish, setting up Thanksgiving and then it plays the little clip of her, and everybody's like, "What was that? What was that?" Like, "Oh
I
no."
haven't seen that, but that is on my list
Oh,
because it's become a classic.
it has. Oh, here's a question I have for you. Fan or not fan of Michael Bublé?
I like Michael Bublé.
I love Michael Bublé
Who
music.
doesn't?
My
People
husband
don't?
my husband doesn't like it. It's a little too, I don't know. But
Snazzy?
yeah, a little too, I don't know, a little too jazzy, I guess. But yeah, Jessica and I were like, "Ooh, Michael Bublé." Like,
Yes! Michael Bublé, for
yes.
sure.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
like
fan.
well, who sings oh, that's from Polar Express. Is that Josh Groban?
Which,
So that he's I'm not the biggest fan of that,
yeah, yeah.
Josh Groban.
Yeah, no.
Well,
What's,
speaking of newer music, there's that, Waitresses song, it's not even new. Merry Christmas,
oh,
da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I don't think I know that one. Keep singing.
Right, Merry Christmas, and then in Fred Claus,
Mhm.
there's the scene that he puts on an Elvis song. It's not even a Christmas song. It's Rubberneckin'. And now
Oh,
in
yeah.
my head, it's a Christmas song.
Right?
But one of my favorites from Elf, let's jump to Elf, is Baby It's Cold Outside.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Any version.
that's a cute scene.
It
That's such
is
a cute
cute.
scene.
It
Yes,
is cute.
really cute.
Yes.
I wonder if our kids would have different favorite. I bet you they would have really different choices of their favorite music
Right.
for the holidays. Yeah, I'd
For
be
the
curious.
holidays. I'd be curious too, because I'm trying to think, do I even know if there's a hip hop, you
Right?
know?
Yes. Probably, but
Probably. But you're right. You're
yeah.
right.
I think a lot of the really popular artists do some version of
Yeah.
Christmas, album or something.
There was that collection going around where it was classics sang by U2, Bruce Springsteen. Do you
Uh,
remember that?
yeah. Merry Christmas, baby.
Yes.
That was so cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
fun. Or
Yeah.
that big Band-Aid one song. I used to love that song. Do they know it's
Oh,
Christmas?
do they even know it's Christmas? Yeah.
Well, that's good. Carrie, do you have any other movies or songs or gifts that just make you feel so cozy and warm?
I think any kind of baked goods or, little gift that shows up on a tray that I don't have to make
The
is
dainty
very
tray
much.
shows to your door?
The dainty tray shows up to my door, the cookies. Our next door neighbor, she does a cookie exchange and she makes great cookies. Like we talked about, my sister, makes the nuts and bolts that my dad used to make, all those little things
All
that you
of that.
package up. So when I used to teach, I got a lot of,
Oh, yeah.
things like that, little ornaments as gifts or little treats. And it was always so sweet. And the kids were so excited to bring, something. It was so,
That's so nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
so cute.
homemade edible food, and
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that takes me back to the days of teaching. Do you remember the giving tree that they would have? They'd put it in the front lobby of the school and it would have
Yes.
the little mittens on them or whatever, and you'd take one off and that's what you would purchase. You'd kind of adopt a family and bring gifts for that.
Yeah.
I loved doing things like that. And you see
Yeah.
that still around, not as much, but
Church, it already has started. The trees are up and usually they're just on the back of old Christmas cards and
yeah.
very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice way to give to somebody who might have a need that you don't even know them. So, Meg, are there any other kind of activities that your family really likes to do, whether it's outside or inside around the holidays?
Well, I'll tell you, Carrie, I am going to save those because we just asked our
Mm,
listeners for their holiday traditions, and I want to share those at that same time.
Perfect, perfect. Yes. Well, these are not just some kind of fun activities. So I saw this idea online and I thought, oh, this is cute. And it could be, you could change it up however you like, but a holiday taste testing where you pick 3 to 5 versions of something like you had talked about your family doing the appetizers, or maybe it's cookies and, you do little scorecards and rate your favorite cookie, or different brands of hot chocolate, or even beer, depending on the crowd, I guess, that you're hanging out with. And I thought, oh, that would be really fun to do like a taste testing.
That's amazing. That's so fun.
Yeah.
We did do cookie contests. My mom always won. I mean, this woman always came up with she made an Andes candy cookie once where it tasted
Oh,
like, chocolate and mint. This
yum.
woman was just the best cook. So,
Oh.
so super fun. Yeah, I like that. And once we got together with friends and we did do a wine. He wrapped the bottles in aluminum foil,
Oh, okay.
and some were terrible and old, and you're, "Oh, what is this?" So
Right.
that was a lot of fun because I think everybody just brought an old bottle that you
Just whatever. Yeah.
had. So
Yeah,
that
that's
was really
good.
fun.
And then Jessica was just telling me about this. I'd never heard of it before. Maybe you've heard about it, but it's jackboxgames.com. Have you heard of this?
No.
So we were brainstorming some ideas. We're going to my sister's for the holidays, and we were brainstorming some possible ideas that we could do together. And I guess it's this game that you put on your TV and everybody logs in with their phone. So if you're against using cell phones for games at Christmas, then don't do it. But you respond to the game through your phone. So everybody,
Fun.
yeah. And I thought, well, better than sitting there and scrolling. At least you're playing a game.
Definitely.
So it's called Jackbox Games. And I really want to look into it because she said that there's a lot of different games on there. So it sounds kind of cool.
What a fun idea.
Yeah, I thought so too. Something just a little bit different.
So, Carrie, for health and home and holidays, sometimes we're sitting around a lot, and which is all great. We love it, love to communicate, but sometimes it's nice to move that body too. So it is fun to just, like you said, create some games, or maybe have to get up and go for a walk and just get some fresh air during this time. Get
Yeah.
bundled up, get some fresh air, maybe look at the stars, get some movement during the day.
Toss a few snowballs, be a kid again for a little bit, make some
Yeah.
snow angels, right? Now,
Yes.
was your family ever the turkey trot family? Like,
The kids' school always held one. I
okay.
think it was the drumstick dash, they actually
Oh,
called
cute.
it. So cute. So more Thanksgiving, but yes, we would always do that. But I never was a runner.
Yeah, no, I'm not either. I like getting all bundled up and going for a family group walk together and singing while you're walking around the neighborhood and being goofy. Absolutely. But yeah, we never got into the running outside in the cold. Does not sound like a good time.
Getting bundled, going for a family walk. Now, Carrie,
Hmm.
in Bolingbrook, you went caroling with us, didn't you?
we, we did.
Why are you laughing?
Because I'm not a singer. I was probably mouthing the words,
So we
honestly.
did go
We
caroling.
we did, yes, we did. The kids thought it was great.
Yes.
Oh, so
I think
cute.
the kids still have the jingle bells.
Oh, wasn't
Yeah.
it went there on little red yarn
Yeah.
bells?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
cute.
anyone even open their door for us?
I don't know, probably not.
Or
I
were
think
we
maybe.
just walking and singing, I think?
No, I think we were stopping out in front of people's houses, like, back on respectfully back on the sidewalk.
Yes. Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, what a memory.
Yes. Maybe the Dovers might have opened their door for us.
Yes. Oh, so fun.
Yes, so fun. Well, when we were talking recently about one of your favorite shows, Survivor, it made me think, oh, that could be really fun to create a mini game version, whether it's inside or out, like Survivor, or one year we did a mini Chopped game where everybody got their ingredients and we were in teams of 2 and had to make something, and that
I
was super
love
fun,
that.
and then we judged, and it was just making an activity that was super goofy and fun, but it could be something as easy as that.
Well, I'm going to play off of this then because I was thinking about this and I think timing is right. So our kids are coming for Thanksgiving and we are doing a challenge cup.
Oh,
So Gib has been working really hard on coming up with some games. So one is no hooks on the fishing line, but
okay.
weights. So
Mm,
it's casting into a bucket,
okay,
a little
perfect.
weight.
Yes.
And then we have kind of a balance one, nothing too crazy, but definitely getting out and playing some games.
Very fun. I love
Yes.
that. Yeah, it could be a scavenger hunt, or Jessica was thinking, oh, let's do a Christmas Olympics where we have different challenges and you could make it as like physical or not, right? Like it could be which team can build the highest tower out of raw spaghetti noodles with marshmallow connectors. Just something super simple and goofy like that. Could be really fun too. Those are the fun things, right? Where everybody gets laughing and having a good time.
Yes.
That's the best.
Well, Carrie and I have had so much fun today talking with our wonderful Redesigning Health and Home community just about small ways that maybe we could brighten a neighbor's day or a family member's day. So we hope that this inspired you to share some love and feel the warmth of the holiday season.
Absolutely. And thank you so much, as always, for tuning in to Redesigning Health and Home. Always so appreciative. Our listeners are one of our biggest gifts, and
Biggest gifts.
we thank you so much, and we hope that you will join us next time.
See you next time. Thanks for listening to the Redesigning Health and Home podcast. If you've enjoyed this episode, we would love for you to like, share, and follow along so you can catch us on all future episodes. You can find me, Meg, at Fit, Fed, Feeling Good on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
And you can find me, Kerri, on my website at homestylewithkerri.com and on Instagram and Facebook at Homestyle with Kerri. That's Kerri. And you can find both of us at Redesigning Health and Home on Instagram and Facebook. So join us next time for more inspiration on creating a home and a lifestyle that truly supports your best health.